Okay, so you have the stripes, you have the little toes. Now I went ahead for the purpose of this video and I already have 3 of them attached to our body. So I'm attaching the last one to the body, but you'll be doing the same method for all 3 because our ideal goal is to have a little body that looks like this and has like movable legs. Okay, so again, we're going to go in through the bottom. This is why it's important not to stuff the bottom yet. So you're going to turn your body inside out, and you always want to make sure you have the legs lined up, the back with the back and then the front. But you're going to find the dots that we previously put. Use your owl, make a hole. I am going to need and when you're attaching to the body, you're going to need 1 more washer and 1 more round disc. So we're going to remove the owl, put this down in, turn it so we can see the inside here, add another fiber disc, another washer, and this is where you're going to take some type of pliers. I have jewelry pliers. They're like 19 bucks. I really like them. And you're gonna bend these in a circle down. So it's gonna make kind of like a little loop. See that in there? And then we're gonna do the same with the other side. So just twist your wrist and it ends up bending them down like this. Okay? Doesn't need to be perfect by any means. And that's it. So now the body is all done. So you got the 4 legs. Well, not technically, because we're gonna draw stripes on this down the back once we get the head on. But it's not stuffed yet, so we'll do that once we add a bit of stuffing. So with the head, adding this adorable little head, I took my owl and made a hole right, if I can find it here, right basically where the 2 darts were in the front. So that's where I want to put the head. And I need to get another flat round disc. I can find one here. And another washer to finish adding the head. A 22 millimeter, and see if that fits any better. Yeah, so that fits better. So sometimes you'll have to downsize your disc on your projects, because if these are getting in the way, the ones on the sides, which appears to be in this case, then you can totally do the 20 millimeter, or 22, sorry. Take the washer, put it on. So I have a 25 millimeter that I started out with on the top, and then a 22 inside. And we're just gonna curl these down in, just like that. And then we're going to do the same. So you can turn the head so that this way it lines up. And we're just going to curl it in and down. All right. And then you can pull all of his legs down, and now his head is attached, and you can spin it around. So at this point, we can finally stuff the body. And there's nothing really, he looks like he's sick. Lay him down for operation. He's turning out super cute, actually. So at this point, we can just stuff his body. I like to stuff it quite firmly, kind of firmly, but not like as firm as the legs. As you can see, we're just kind of stuffing his sausage belly. And we're gonna stitch up the baby's belly. Put him back together. Just think of you as the doctor. This is what it reminds me of, him laying there like that. Again, I'm probably gonna stuff his body a little bit more firmly once I get just a small opening here, which I like to do. You're just gonna use your chopstick, your screwdriver, whatever it is that you're using, and we're just gonna stuff him a bit more. As rough or as stiff as the legs and the head, which I'm okay with. I actually want them to be a little bit squishy. So we can finish ladder stitching this up now. Three, tie that off. Whoa, again, he's so tiny, he just flies around. And I'm going to hide that thread by driving it up in through the body and out the back. So before we turn back to the tail with our attention, we're going to add some stripes down his back just for that final added detail. I think is fun. So he kind of has a main stripe down the back, kind of like this. Oh my god, he's looking so cute. Okay, so you can set him kind of out of the way. And we need to go back to this tail. Sometimes too, if your marker's getting too yucky, you can take like a scrap paper and draw on it to bring the fuzz off of it. So you can see how the fuzz gathers on the end. So you can get rid of that. So now that the top of this tail is dry, I'm gonna slicker it and make it soft again because it always gets a little crunchy. Oh yeah, I forgot we opened it through there because it was so thin. We'll hand stitch that close in a minute. We're gonna end up actually flipping it over and doing the same kind of details on the opposite side. So once your tail is completely dry, we just need to ladder stitch up the opening that we originally made in order to flip it right side out. And then we just have to attach it to the actual plush, and then the plush is all done. So double it over like always, thread your needle. And this should be all dry or almost dry at this point. And you can choose whatever design side you like to be the upward side. I like this one, I think, for the detail. And I'm just gonna ladder stitch this closed. Through it 3 times. 1, 2, 3, always to make a nice secure knot. Except, there we go. You've sometimes got to pull it quite tight. I don't know why that one didn't make. Let me try and do it again. 1, 2, 3. The knot was all like messed up there for a minute. I'm gonna hide the knot down inside the tail. Will the come out somewhere else? Pull it taut and snip it off. So here is your tail. The last part to finishing everything is we need to sew the bottom of the tail onto the back of the plush. So you're just going to take some thread, double it over, like this, and thread your hand sewing needle. And you're just going to put this anywheres. Probably I'm going to line it up with, there's a dart on the back right here. I'm going to line it up with that. So I'm going to first of all sew through the tail and do a loop. And you can pin this if you want, but I'm just going to free sew it on like this. There we go. So that way when you look at it, it basically looks like this. You can position it down any way you want, and it's nice and flexible. So I'm actually going to tie it off in this corner. I'm going to try and bring it back towards the center. See how it's going a little bit this way? I'm going to grab it on the side up here a little bit further and just anchor it back down. And that's it. I'm just going to tie a knot right here at the end. And this is literally the final step. So now that that's tied off, You can take the needle through a random spot, bring it through, pull tight, and snip off. And that right there is the end of our little Garurumon baby. We can have a look at him here and see the final fella. His head moves. He's such a good boy. And shake his paw. You can really kind of see how cute he is. Cute and cuddly he is. All right, and with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I can't wait to make more in this cute little style. Super cute. All right, thanks for tuning in, everyone. And I hope you enjoy your little babies just as much as we do. I'll see you next time.